Hey, what's up, vinyl community? Kendall coming back to you with the Spin Doctor and his Vinyl Mayhem YouTube channel. Record Store Day is in the books. Hope everybody had a great day. What a fun, awesome time it was for me and my wife, Lindsay. We had a blast. We did what we always do. We went out to the record bar, Wilmington, North Carolina. Camped out like we always do. Showed up Friday early afternoon around 11 o'clock. Drove out there. Met up with, shout out to Chad Hovis, who knows how to get this party rolling. He did what he always does, sets up the tent, TV, the couches, gets the grill ready, has the movies, has everything going, knows how to set up a good time. We actually did him a solid. We picked up Rachel, his other half. Some might say his better half. My wife would say her BFF. So that would definitely be his better half. Chad, make sure Rachel knows I talked about her. Okay? Anyway, but we actually drove her out there for him as a favor. So he held our spots and our for us in line, although we were early enough anyway, obviously. Friday morning, 11 o'clock. But shout out to Chad, always making sure we have a good time. But we know how to party. News came out again this go around. This time I was on TV. Check it out. I actually will try to leave a link for that. I'm not gonna lie, they butchered my interview. Used like 2 lines, but still it was fun. But yeah, I mean, 2 different news stations came out, interviewed Tony, the owner. Like I said, they did interview myself as well. And at about 4 o'clock is when really people started really lining up in the morning though. I mean, we had a huge crowd. Doors opened at 8 o'clock. Line was all the way down. Honestly, I think there was just as many people in line for this record store day as there was last April for the Taylor Swift. And this was without a Taylor Swift title. So, I mean, this list, I think a lot of people kind of pooped on it at the beginning, but it was such an eclectic, long list that I think there was something for everybody, and that's what brought everybody out. So I think kudos to Record Store Day for being so eclectic, making a really good list for everybody, which is what I think needs to be done for Record Store Day. A list that can bring everybody, not just fans of, one genre or one age group. Bring everybody out, which is what you need to do, and make it fun. And that's what we did at the record bar. We made it fun. Had a blast as always. Yeah, it was long, but it was well worth it. And I'm going to show what I picked up right now. Let's get into it. First thing I'm going to show is actually not a Record Store Day title, but was a title that was on sale. They were having some sales, and this was just happened to be one of the titles. This is the Marcus King Band, Soul Insight. This is a 2 LP set. Originally came out in 2015. I believe this was either his first or second release. Marcus King, obviously, I think most guitar players and blues fans know who Marcus King is, but this is his band. He's only released, I think, 2 or 3 albums with his band. He's more solo now. He just had a great release come out just last month, which I'll talk about in another video. Great album. But this is obviously just great blues, rock. I'm not gonna lie, I actually prefer his band, I think, compared to his solo stuff. But the band's not really together anymore. They haven't released an album, I think, since 2018. But this is a great album, and it was on sale for like less than 20 bucks. So I was like, I gotta pick this up because I didn't have it. It's a 2 LP set. Like I said, just some great blues, rock, guitar playing. Marcus King, great guitar player from Charleston, South Carolina, just down the ways from here. But great guitar player. Check him out if you haven't already. You will not be disappointed. Just think Allman Brothers, Jimi Hendrix. Shout out to Dickie Betts, who just passed away. I think Dickie Betts almost, actually. But you know, Allman Brothers, Jimi Hendrix, just that soulful blues, can wail if he needs to, but just, you know, just a great guitar player. And a really great soulful singer. Young kid, too. Now to the RSD titles. So I always talk about having a budget, you know, trying to stick with that budget. And I actually did a really good job. My budget kept growing, which sounds weird, but I kept accumulating because I paid cash for my stuff. Which Lindsay was funny. She was like, "Whoa, where'd this come from? You've been stripping again?" Obviously, that's not the case, but she just kept seeing my wad of bills, and she's like, "Where'd this come from?" Well, I've just been saving up, you know, wherever I can get it. And so, you know, I did my list, my video of, you know, my maybes and my wants and all that stuff like that, and I pretty much stuck to it. I mean, I had two main wants, and then I talked about my maybes, and well, I got some of my maybes that I talked about. And the first one I kept going back and forth on a lot, and finally I just pulled the trigger. And yep, I did it, guys. I got the Dwight Yosef box set. The more I thought about it, price was gonna have a lot to do with it. I knew that this was gonna run around $100, and you know, that was gonna be a big thing. You know, I was like, if this is over 100, I'm definitely out. But it was less than 100. It was less than 90. It was like $90. And the more I thought about it, you know, the 4 LP set, 3 of his 3 first albums, and then the fourth disc being alternates, demos, some unreleased tracks. So I'm thinking, okay, 4 divided by 90, we're talking about just over $20 an album, you know. And then I started thinking about, okay, his first 3 albums, you know, you're gonna spend easily $20 at a minimum to get them in VG condition, and if you want them in near mint, you're gonna be spending closer to 40. And so I'm thinking, okay, that right there is worth the price. So, you know, I haven't cracked this open yet to look at it, but I have it on good authority that they sound good, they look good. Billy Hirsch, Riverbend Records, has already cracked his open. Listen to, I know at least the alternates. He says good things about it already. So I'm excited to listen to this and dig deep into it. Garth Brooks has actually written the foreword to it, which is really cool. So yeah, very excited about this one. Huge Dwight Yosef fan, adding more to my country collection. So very cool. And it's in this really nice, sturdy box set. So very cool. Next, this is another one I kind of kept going back and forth on because it's not my favorite album of theirs, but to me it's their last good album, and that is Collective Soul, Dosage. So this is the last record they made before they made their 7-year Edge Greatest Hits album. And you know, it's a good album. It's a weird cover. Not one I like to look at a lot. But it made by Kraft. Kraft obviously been doing such a great job with these releases. It's the 25th anniversary. It comes on this translucent lemonade color vinyl. The big tracks on this were Heavy and Run, which were great tracks. But first time ever on vinyl. And so I was like, you know what? I've already got the first 3 albums. I might as well get the last good one and call it a day with Collective Soul. So picked it up. I mean, it was less than $25, so why not? Like I said, I do like the album, but the first 3 are definitely the best. And I even made a video about that, so go back in the archives and check that one out, guys. Next on my list, I only got 3 more here, guys, so we're almost done. This was a maybe. I knew I was gonna pick it up though. This is The Who, The Story of The Who. This is a 2 LP set. This is a compilation, but the cool thing about this compilation is it was never released in the US. It was only released in the UK, and it was only reissued once in 1984. This came out right before the album Who Are You came out. So think of everything before Who Are You, and that's on this. So you're getting a lot of great stuff from Magic Bus, Substitute, Boris the Spider, My Generation, I can see from Miles the Seeker, Squeezebox, Tommy, Pinball Wizard, Summertime Blues, Baba O'Reilly, you know, all that stuff. And then it's also really cool because it's colored vinyl. I'm gonna take this out real quick, just because I want to show you what the vinyl looks like, and I want to show you how it's made. It's a gatefold, and it's got a nice gloss cover here. Sorry, just trying not to ruin anything. It's got a nice gloss cover. This nice gloss cover here. It's a gatefold with a book made into the gatefold here. You can see that. Excuse the cat who's not happy right now. He's locked out of daughter's room. But anyway, it's got the book built into it, and then it came in polyline sleeves, and it's on a 2-color vinyl. One vinyl is like a pink right here. Another one is on like this blue. So looks really good. Like I said, really excited about that one because I think it's a great compilation. And Who compilations to me are so not good. I mean, you buy one and you're missing so many things, and that one has almost everything you need. So to me, it's the most complete. Nacho, be quiet. The next two were my top ones that I talked about. So if you watch that video, you know what they're gonna be. First one I'm gonna show is Tesla Reel to Reel. This one is a real banger. Tesla, to me, such an underrated band. They got pigeonholed into that 80s hair metal, and they were not hair metal. They were just straight up rock. To me, you could compare them to Guns N' Roses. I've heard some people say they're better than Guns N' Roses. I think, honestly, they've held up better sound-wise because I don't think Axl has it anymore. Comments coming down below. What are you, nuts? I'm sure. But it came on this red vinyl. It's a 2 LP set. This one was pricey, I'm not gonna lie, but to me it was worth it. This one, you know, was a exclusive, very limited, and you know, like I said in the last video I made about RSD, they let out the cat out of the bag in an interview last year that Reel to Reel and Reel to Reel 2 were going to be released on Record Store Day. So I'm thinking Black Friday we might see Reel to Reel 2, maybe, hopefully. So hoping so. Want to pick that one up as well because so many killer tracks are on this. Space Truckin', killer. Bad Reputation's killer. Thank You, obviously Led Zeppelin. Ball of Confusion, the Temptation song, love that one. Bell Bottom Blues, Eric Clapton classic, love that one too. And Dear Mr. Fantasy and Honky Tonk Woman by the Rolling Stones, killer stuff right there, love that. And then of course, everyone knows I'm a huge Chris Isaak fan, love Chris Isaak. This is the Sun recordings. So this actually came out, I think, for Record Store Day back in 2018, this actual release. And of course, it's way out of print, and it may not have even been Record Store Day, but this actually came out. Again, hard to find, super expensive. Then a few years back, a version of this came out for Black Friday with about half the tracks. I have that as well. But when I saw that they were reissuing this, I was like, oh, sweet. Because if you don't know this, this is awesome. We're talking over, almost 30 tracks on a 2 LP set of some of the greatest songs ever written and recorded on Sun Sun recordings. We're talking I Walk the Line, Dixie Fried, Pretty Woman, Great Balls of Fire, Crazy Arms, Can't Help Falling in Love. I mean, so some of the greatest songs ever written by some of the greatest artists ever, sung by one of my favorite artists, Chris Isaak. You know, I'm trying to be a completist, and I'm getting pretty close, actually. You know, I picked up the RSD Essentials, and I've got his first 2 records. I was up, spoiler alert from another video, I just picked up his first album, Silvertone. I'll show that in another video. And I got his Christmas album, of course, too. But I love Chris Isaak. I was so excited when they said that this was coming out. So super excited to pick this up. This one is also on a ruby red vinyl. Looks really good. Like I said, 2 LP set. So this was another exclusive on, I think, 2,000 copies. So super excited to pick it up. So anyway, like I said, had a blast, had so much fun, and got basically everything on my list. So can't wait to get a chance to listen to all this stuff. A lot of music to be spinning, guys. Hope you guys had an awesome record store day. Let me know what you got in the comments. Let me know what you think of what I got. Leave me a thumbs up, a like, subscribe. Help me out, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys down the road. Talk to you later. Peace and love. Bye.